Yeah, good evening, students. So let's wait for others to join and then we'll start the session. Okay, so let's wait for maybe 2 to 3 more minutes. If others join, well and fine, or else we'll start the session. Okay, so now let's start the session. I believe one assignment was given to you yesterday. There was a couple of questions. How many of you remember what were the questions? Anyone any idea about the assignment? There were a couple of assignments given, if I am not wrong. This was not there. Yeah, I guess this one was there. How many of you remember there were a couple of assignments given to you? And how many of you have done it? Please put in done if you have done it in the chat box. No, wait a second. Last के बाद. Fine. So now we'll be doing it slowly, one by one, since I guess most of you have not done it. See, if you don't do the assignment, it's going to be your loss, not my loss. So at least I got one response. So that we can compare your and my way of doing is different or is it same? Okay, two responses. Again, what is string builder, string buffer, what is hash map? Once you start doing these exercises, you get an idea of it. If I do it, it's going to be my practice only. So XLR DSA, yeah, this is the one. And then we are into week 2, day 4 now. So I'll make a new package. New package. Week 2, day 4. So that again, when I push it on GitHub, it's easy for every one of us. Class permutations. So permutations, basically I have explained you here. You can see all the possible ways that we can get the output. Like we can do multiple parameters or multiple ways in which we can rearrange the word and see how many words we can get out of one set of alphabets. Exactly, fine. Fine. So you can see there are some answers shared in the chat bot, and everyone is having their own way of doing it, and there is no fixed answer to it. Like your answer is right or my answer is right. And then if the answer is matching and we know what we have done, how we have done, that's more than sufficient. So let's have a main method here. Again, I'm not saying that this is the ideal answer. Of course, you can have a better way than mine if you understand what you are coding. You can see some are doing of unique characters. Okay, unit characters also fine. So right now we are first into permutations. String str is equals to ABC. Fine. And our expected output is ACB, BCA, ABC, BAC, and all these things. Okay. So Let's make a method here first, and then we'll call that method. So I'm making a static method. It will not return anything. I'm calling it permute. It will take an argument of string str. It's there on top already. And then string prefix. Prefix means what comes in the beginning. First, we'll do a check of if, and we'll tell that if string dot length is equals to 0. We are checking that if the length is 0, at that time what you do is you print prefix. If this is not there, like if you have an empty string, you just print prefix. Else, go for a for loop for int I is equals to 0, I is less than string dot, oh, so not last index, string dot length, it's going to be. And we are going to increment the I. So we are going traversing through the entire string, and then we'll tell string answer is equals to str string dot substring. So we are getting the substring, like another string from this string. We are going till from the 0 index till the I, and I we have already said it's going to be less than the string dot length. So it's going to go till the last element. So we have written this, and then we are going to add it plus string dot substring I plus 1. We are incrementing it by 1 so that we go till the end. And here we come and tell permute, the name of our method, answer, comma, prefix plus string dot char at I. Yeah, fine. So now let's call our string here method, what we defined, permute. Now let's see the result. Then of course explanation will also be done. I believe this one is, yeah, let's see. I guess this one will be correct approach, but let's see again if it's wrong. We'll try to fix. Again, there is no fixed correct one answer to it. Okay. Yeah, here you can see we get all the possible options: ABC, ACB, BAC, BCA. Maybe if our string was just an empty string, it should return prefix. No. If string dot length is equals to 0. No, nothing. All the possible combinations here. This one is sharing. So let's keep it ABC only. If string dot length is equals to 0. So here it's undefined, it should give error. But then if I don't declare it, now this one is length 0, I believe. So now if we are doing length 0, why this one is not printing prefix? Anyone any idea why it's not printing prefix? Is the question clear, everyone, or no? Can I get some answers in the chat box? Is the question valid? First, if it's not valid, tell it's not valid. That's completely fine. I've said it that if the length is 0, you print prefix. It's not printing prefix. Why is it like this? Fine. Since there are no attempts, let's go with the next question. Here you can see we get it, all the possible combinations. So now we add a question to print the unique characters. This is done. Now, unique character. Those who have not done it, I am giving you time to print it. So now, this is the question. Those who did not do it, I'm giving you time to do it. Those who maybe forgot or ignored, I am giving you some time. Please try to do it. Maybe 5 minutes, and after that, we'll do it together. If you are able to do it, well and fine. If not, we'll do it together. This is the first program. Okay, so now I got some answers as well in the chat box. Using hash set, you are doing it, and good. You are trying to implement the collection framework. Appreciated. So let's try to see the solution now. First, let's take solution of one of the students. Maybe Jatush has given a code. I'm copying his code only. So maybe I'll write here unique approach 1. I'm taking his code only. I'm not writing any word. It's there in the chat box. There you can see. Okay. Same maybe Jatush approach as well as which student has given this approach. Yeah, it's Jatush only. So now let's rename our file. So now here we come Java data. See, no, but the thing is here we are not getting A also. There is something wrong in this code. This one is replacing spaces with space. Okay, let's try to go through this code. Letting replace space with, okay, so it is removing the space from here. I fine. String input is equals to Java data. String str is equals to input dot replace. Wherever you have space, if you want this, of course, here you will see you will get a hyphen here instead of spaces. Yeah, we get a hyphen here. So first we are removing the space with the hyphen, okay, and then we have used a for do. I is equals to 0, I is less than string dot length I plus plus, okay. Char current is equals to string dot caret I. So it will be this character, this character, this character. So Boolean is unique true. If j, okay, we have taken is equals to 0, j is less than string dot length j plus plus. If I is not equals to j and current is equals to string dot caret j is unique false break. So if it's a false break, so is unique. But then this approach is not giving us. See the question. What was the question here? We need to have unique characters. Here the A is also gone. So this answer is not up to the mark. Let's try to go with this answer and see what it is. This is correct. This one is giving us correct answer. That is for sure. I mean, again, we don't want to replace the space. Let the spaces be there. Okay. Maybe we need to replace the space for sure. Fine. So now this is one approach using hash set here as well. And the same thing, I'll be doing it, but I'll be taking input from the user and maybe without hash set. So new class and set this one new. Let's go ahead. A main method. Yeah, there can be multiple approaches. Yes, Jatush. So let's take input from user. Scanner SS is equals to new scanner. And we are going to take input from user. So system.in and control shift and O. So it will import automatically on top. I don't need to manually drag it here. The shortcut is control plus shift plus O when you are using an IDE like Eclipse. For that it is there. Enter string and we are going to print the unique characters from that string. So string input is equals to ss dot next line. Why next line? Because we want the entire string. If we just use next, it's going to print only one word. So unique characters in and plus input unit characters in the string are. So let's come here and print hello world. So right now it's not showing any results. So how many of you know what is the difference between UTF-8 and ASCII? Your HTML, CSS, HTML supports UTF-8 and Java supports ASCII. How many of you know what is the difference between the UTF-8 multi-language support and ASCII numeric representation for your words or characters? American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Are you aware of ASCII? Because Java does not support UTF-8. It is not multi-language. It is supports ASCII only, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. So let me show you. If I come and try to see ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Interchange, your numeric representation of your characters. See, is a 7-bit character encoding standard there from 1960 that assign unique numeric value 0 to number, including English letters, digits, punctuation, and control. It serves as a foundation for representing text in computers with 95 printable and 33 non-printing characters. So every alphabet is having a number behind the scenes. ASCII value is there. Note, while ASCII is fundamental, it has been suppressed by UTF-8 on the modern web to support a wider range of characters. So got an idea of what is an ASCII? You have this ASCII format wherein A has a number, B has a number, C has a number, D has a number. So now we'll be using ASCII concepts only. So outside this, we come here and tell public static void that does not return anything, print unique, and we'll take an argument of string and we'll call it str. Right? So first we will have a Boolean array. Boolean array's default value is false. New Boolean of 128 characters. Right now we just saw when we open the Google search engine, you have 0 to 127 characters, that is 128. Int I is equals to 0. I is less than string dot length. Okay, you go till the end of the string and then you increment the array by 1. So char ch character array is equals to str dot char at I. So at particular index I, whatever character we have, if it's not unique, so not unique. If not unique, for by default we have taken a Boolean array. So if not unique means it becomes true. Then you print the character. And unique character would be true. So now the default value of Boolean array is false. Let's cross check it. The default value of each element of Java Boolean array is false. So by default, whenever you give something as a Boolean array, its default value will be false by default. That is the rule of Java. Again, we need to have some knowledge about core Java before we move ahead with senior more concepts ahead. So now here, if I come here and tell hello, okay, Java data. The unique characters in Java data. Oh, 1 minute. So we are going to print the unique characters, of course, and then we are not calling it here. So first we need to call the method here. So let me come here and call this control C copy. And the reason why this is not printed anything is I did not call it here. So I need to call it here. And here I'll give it input. So that makes more sense. So now instead of println, let me do it println. See, now it's printing what we want. It's printing only the unique characters. So anyone any doubts in this? Again, you can see this is also a correct thing because hash set does not allow duplicates. So it's taking characters inside it. Using hash set is also allowed. In fact, this one shows that you are a bit more mature into programming. And this one is without any inbuilt collection framework help. Go through the code and then we'll move to the next part. Anyone any doubts, you can ask me. So, any doubts, anyone? So now, since we have completed more than 50% of the duration, I want you to do the coding first. If you are able to do well and fine. If not, we'll do it together for sure. I want you to print all characters, I mean, all alphabets of a string twice. For example, if the string is hello, you should give answer as HHEELL. Is the question understood? Yeah. Please try to do it. If see, even if you're not able to do it, at least attempt. If you want time, I'll give you more time. See, once we finish these sessions, there will not be any practice session for you. At least try. You may go wrong, it's fine, but at least try. Again, when we move to tree and graph questions, believe me, these questions will be left behind. These are your basic fundamental questions wherein you understand what is an array, what is a string, how you can play with the array, how you can play with the strings, and if else, for loop, everything will be covered here. Try to do it. Take your time. If you find any difficulty, you can ask me in the chat box, but try to do it. It's not very hard. Just at least attempt. Fine, I give you 3 more minutes. Others, if you want to try, you can try. Others, we'll do the coding together. Fine. So now let's try to find the solution together. And I guess Ridhima has sent a code. I'll try first Ridhima's code. I'm sure it will work. Then again, I have one more way of doing it. So just to show you that we have different ways of doing it. Print twice. Right? Your code can be simple since you don't have any complication right now that you need to do in this time complexity or this space complexity. You can have your own way of doing it. So string str is equals to hello. Right? So let's take a for loop for int I is equals to 0, I is less than string dot length I plus plus, and then char ch is equals to str dot char at I. So now if I try to print the ch here, it should print once. Yeah. Again, if I try to print the same line, it should print twice. See, this is one simple way. It was Ridhima's approach. Very good, Ridhima. She kept it very simple. So now this is very simple and easy approach. Let's see another approach as well. Maybe with the help of string builder, wherein I take a input from the user. Here we are doing hard-coded input. Maybe we'll take input from the user also and see string builder as well. New class. Alphabet twice. So we want all the alphabets twice. Let's go with the main method. Fine. So now, since we wanted the input from the user, so of course scanner is needed. Now you become enter a string. Ss dot next line, and then ss dot close. So now let's try to run this one and see. ABB. So we are not printing it, of course, it's fine. So it's just taking the input. If I want to print, I need to print the line as well from here. And we are not going to print that. It's not necessary. Fine. So now let's make a method. Again, we'll be using string buffer, string builder, all these things. So here we'll be using string builder. Public static string double characters. And we'll take an argument of string str. Right? And string builder. String builder is not thread safe and it is mutable, unlike string that is immutable in Java. Immutable means it cannot change and string builder can change. There is a class in Java. So we are initializing it with a doubled variable. So we say for int I is equals to 0, I is less than string dot length, and then I plus plus, we are incrementing the i's value, and then char ch is equals to, I guess I have something in the chat box. Yeah, we have different approaches, of course. So I just wanted to show you a different approach. You can have your own approach, that is fine. But if you have some complex logics also, at this stage, of course, we know we can handle it. Str dot caret I. So doubled dot append ch, and then dot append again ch. So we are doing the same thing, but in a different way. And then this one will return double dot to string. So we are converting it. So here we write string double string is equals to double chars input. So I guess now if we run it, and it is not printing anything. Let me see what wrong did I do here in this code. So we have double chars for sure. Okay. Okay, I did not print it. Sure, got it. So I need to print it. It's not using anywhere. Double characters. So now I believe this one should print. See, both are same thing, but then you see how simple this is, the one that Ridhima has shared, and how complex this can be. Sometimes they ask you for unnecessary things, like they may ask you to use a string builder for this particular thing. Then they may ask you to use input from the user. If you don't have any conditions, this I believe is the simplest and best code. It was shared by Ridhima for sure. But then of course, every time you don't have the same scenario. Since we have to take input from the user, these all lines are for input. Again, we are using string builder here, and we are doing the same thing. Append ch. If I use it again, it's going to be 3 times the same characters. So hope you all are understanding the different approaches. Hope it's clear. Then we'll go with the array questions. String manipulations. So now we can use set and hash set, of course. So I'll give you a question, and I'm pretty sure ma'am will share the attendance link as well. So when she shares the attendance link, you can go for the attendance. 5 minutes break will be there for attendance. So I want you to print the common elements from 2 arrays. Basically, we have an array 1 that has elements like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's keep it short. And then we have array 2 that has again elements like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? Answer is 4, 5. Print common elements from two arrays. Is the question understood, students? This is an array-based question. Is the question clear, students? Can I get some yes or no? Fine, good. Others, is the question clear? Go for the answer later. First, understand the question. Again, you can use your set, hash set, anything, because set does not allow duplicates. If you store your array, we have seen in Java collection framework. Map is key value pairs. Array list is a dynamic array that can grow in size. Linked list connects the links, and set does not allow duplicates. So take your time to go for the solution of this one. So I've got some responses, and I'm sharing Akshita's code first, and then I'll have my own code. So common elements. Of course, we have our own methods of doing it. And as and when we grow in coding, we understand, okay, yes, we read others' code and we understand. So now I guess let's first comment this. This one I guess is Jatu's code. I'm not sure. This one is Akshita's code. Okay. This is, I guess it's taking everyone's code. I don't know why. I just copied someone's code, but it's taking everyone's code. Okay, fine. So now this one is the code. let's go with this code first. So here we are doing array 1 and array 2 elements for I is equals to 0, I is less than array 1 dot length nested loop. So now here we run the code. So we are getting 3, 4, and 5. These are common elements. Fair enough. Good. So it will not be possible for me to run everyone's code. But of course, this is one approach. It's working perfectly all right. Fine. I'll be using set and all those things. Fine. This is another code I get. This is Sheikh BB's code. Like, sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. And now let's name these common elements. Yeah. This is also, here you see if ARR of I1 is equals to ARR2 of J, you print it. See, the codes are different. I guess it's pretty much the same code. Yeah. Yeah. Same code, of course. But then let's see this one. These both codes will almost same, and it's okay. You have your own ways of implementation. There is no comparison why it's same. And this one takes hash set and print common 1 and 2. Hash set integer with set. Set does not allow duplicates, hash sets. So it has used enhanced for loop. Yeah. So yeah, of course, 8 and 9, they are common. And here you see we get common elements. So I believe we already have 3 codes that have results. So me solving this again, if needed, I can solve it. Should I solve, students, or it's understood by everyone? Should I write the code? Like I have my own approach, a different one. Should I write the code? I'm waiting for your answers. If you tell yes, of course, yes. If you tell no, we'll move ahead with the next part. Should I write the code? Because you have understood the question, you have understood the explanation, everything. Okay, Jatush says no. What about others? If you want me to write, I'll write the code from scratch. I'll be using set and hash set only. Okay, fair enough. Thanks. Okay, okay. Perfect, perfect. So now print unique elements from array list. For here, I'll come and tell print unique elements, or maybe your numbers from array list. No duplicates allowed. So maybe I'll make an array list, and the numbers that I'll have in array list would be 5, 2, 9, 1, 6, 2, 5. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll keep just 2. I want you to print only the unique ones. So the answer would be 5, 2, 9, 1, and 6. Original array. Would be. And then you need to print only the unique ones. This is your question. Take your time to solve. Okay. Since most of you are not using this, that's the reason I've given this most of. Since most of the students are not using collection framework, this question is explicitly given so that you use collection frameworks. Please try to solve it using collection framework, or you can have your own way of implementation. I'm waiting for others. You can take your time to answer the question. Take your time, it's fine. Fine. So now let's try to do it with collections framework, array list, hash set, all these things. So new class, remove duplicates from array list. Here we come in. Let's have a main method. And then array list of integer a list. I'm calling it a list is equals to new array list. Here you can see the question we had array list, not arrays. So now a list dot add, and then let's add the numbers. I guess first was 5, and then 2916 2 9 1 6 2 5. Now if I try to print array list, so this one will print all the numbers. See, it's printing all the numbers. But then we want to remove the duplicates. And using collection framework. So I'll come here and tell a new array list of integers. I'll call it unique list. Is equals to remove duplicates from array list. So it says that remove duplicates from array list. So let's try to print this one. Of course, remove duplicates, we need to fix that. Array list with duplicates removed. And now for int num and unique list, we tell system.out.print and number plus space. And after this method here, in the same class here, we will have a static method, remove duplicates. So please static array list of integer and remove duplicates array list of integers value list. And we'll be using set because set does not allow duplicates with integer value. We'll call it set all is equals to new hash set of list. And make sure we import it at the top and return new array list of set. Oops, set is spacing here. So once we fix the imports, and now if we try to print 12569, so since it's in the set, it's automatically sorting also, and sorting was not very important part. We just wanted to print the unique ones, but then this one has sorted and printed the unique elements because we have used collection framework and we wanted in array list, not in array. So hope it's clear, students. Anyone any doubts in this? Fine. So now we have an array. This is just an array, okay, not an array list, wherein we have numbers 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So the missing number is 3 here in this, and we need to write some logic to find the missing number. This is a sorted array. Also, the number is 3. So is the question understood, students? What is the question? Fine. Try to find the solution. Okay, what about others? Can I get some answers? Jatush is already giving answers and it's good. What about others? If you are trying, take your time. It's fine. I'll wait. Okay, so now let's try to write the code to find the solution. Missing number with the main method. We just need to find the missing number. So we have an integer array. Oops, not in this video. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. And we know the answer is 3 just by looking at the code, but then we need to find the solution. Missing number is 3, we know it, but then let's try to find it using code. So I'll put int missing number is equals to, I'll make a maybe write a method called find missing number from the array. I'll give this array as an argument and then the missing number is plus, I'll call that method here, find missing number. First, then I need to define it. So let's come here and define the method. So public static int find missing number, and it will take an integer of array. We already have it on top. That will be our argument here. So int n is equals to array dot length plus 1. Why? Because one number is missing. So since one number is missing from the so we did n plus 1, length plus 1, right? And since this is a ascending sorted sequence number, so in total sum is equals to n times the same. When we are studying our time complexity, we use this type of formula, if you remember. So we go till the end of the numbers. So what this one will give is sum of first and natural numbers, sum of all numbers. And then int array sum would be 0. Right? So let's have a for loop for int enhance for loop num in array. What we'll do is array sum plus equals to number. and we need to return something so that the error is gone on top. So return total sum minus array sum. Whatever we are getting, you just return it. And now find missing number. I should write here missing number, not find missing number. This one should be missing number, this variable. So now I believe it's written. And if I try to run this, it should give the answer 3. Yeah, the missing number is 3. Right? So if we write the code properly, maybe if I remove 4 from here, and then if I turn, it should give 4 as answer now. Let's see. Yeah, it gives the answer as 4. So is it clear, students? Jatush, I know it's very clear for you. What about others? Even you are responding to all the questions also. Fine. Fair enough. Good. Okay, students. So we have this. Okay, a couple of questions on array and what should be the questions we should do from tomorrow? Like, should we move to graph and DP questions? Since we have done strings and array, we have done at length. Today again we'll be doing 1 or 2 more questions on strings and arrays. Then should we go to next level of questions or should we continue the same question for at least one more day? And next week we should go for graph and DP questions, dynamic programming, graph, tree, and all these things. What should we do? Are you comfortable like moving to next level or should we continue with this level? Okay, attendance link is here, students. Graph and DP. Okay, Jatush, what about others? Okay, first 5 minutes break now for filling up the attendance. Please fill up the attendance. After 5 minutes, we'll be discussing it. Okay, sure, Prabha. Fine. Please fill up the attendance. 5 minutes of break for attendance fill up. Okay. No coding, nothing. Just attendance filling. Okay, so now we'll be moving for some hard questions from tomorrow. Graph and DP, backtracking, recursion, everything. Graph, DP, backtracking, recursion. All these concepts questions we'll be doing it a bit harder ones now. Okay. So hope it's comfortable with everyone. Today we'll be solving one or two more questions on array and then that's it. So now one more question for array part only. So we are given an array wherein you have a string array. Okay. Now you need to parse it. You have a string array of, these are strings, of course. 5 is there, maybe 2 is there, 9 is there. Then of course you have an alphabet A. Then you have 1. Then you have 6. Maybe then a hash. And then 3. Fine. So you have all these elements. And then what you need to do is you need to calculate sum of only numbers. So your answer would be 5 plus 2 plus 9. So here if we see, I'll write it. 5 plus 2, 7 plus 9. 7 plus 9 is 16. Plus 1, 17. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23, 24, 25, 26. So I guess this one should be 26. I guess you should return 26 as an answer. And let me check, am I correct or not? So this one becomes 10. And this one becomes 9 plus 11. 10 plus 11, 21, 21. Yeah, 26 should be the answer. Is the question understood? Is the question clear? Okay, Jatush. Please try to find the solution. If not, we'll do it together. Okay. Take your time to solve it. If not, we'll do it together. You need to do to parse int as well, string. Let's take 3 more minutes. If you are able to solve, well and fine. If not, we'll do it together. Okay. Okay. So should I do the solution or you want some time to write the code? Should I give solution or time? Fine. So now let's try to do it. So maybe we'll name it new class total integer. We are just concerned with the integer. We are not concerned with any other values. So we have a string array equals to, and I'll be doing the, oh, sorry, control copy paste part only. I'll see the array. Okay, this one was the array, I believe. Along with the comment, I am copying it. And that's fine. Because anyways, this is comment, this will not be passed. So I believe it comes 26. Let's see now. So now int sum, it would be a method called some integer that we will define very soon at the bottom. Fine. And then system.out.println sum of integers in array plus I'll call the sum that we will return from this method. I think I have something from the chat box. Okay, this one is again attendance sheet. Those who have missed the attendance, they can fill up the attendance. So some integers, this one is telling create, fine. So let's create it, okay? So private static, no, I'll not keep it private, I'll just keep it static. And if it's default also, it works. Find some integers. Okay. So here I'll come and tell int sum. Initially it would be 0. And we'll return instead of 0 sum. Whatever sum we get, we'll return it. Okay. So now let's write the few lines logic. So for string element, I'll call it element. You can call it anything in array. We are using enhanced for loop. And then int num is equals to integer dot parse int element. Right? We are going to parse the element O. Sum plus equals to number. So we are parsing it in the integer format. String is converted to integer. Only like the numbers that are there, they will be converting to integer. And here when we come, okay, it says, what is the error? Okay. Number format exception. Okay, fine. So language exception is coming. So maybe we need to use a number format exception. So again, it's a checked exception in Java. In Java, you have three types of exception. Checked exception, unchecked exception, and errors. So since this one is a checked exception, we can handle it with try catch. It's not a very hard thing. So we use a try block here and a catch block here. We don't need to use finally here. And what is the exception? Okay, number exception we are getting, number format exception. You have array index out of bound, null pointer exception, and number exception. So just ignore non-integer elements. It's just a comment. Since it's a checked exception, of course we can do it. So now I believe this one should work. Let's see. Yeah, it's working. Since it's a checked exception, you have array index out of bound as there, null pointer is there, arithmetic exception, number divisible by 0, number format exception. All these are checked exceptions in Java. So checked exceptions are not an issue. Unchecked ones are the ones that will be giving you an error. So this one was unchecked, sorry. This one was not checked, it was unchecked, or else it would give you auto suggestions. So this is unchecked exception. But again, we can help it with try catch. So is it clear, students? Is it? So should we do one more question, last question, or we'll just keep it as it is? Should we do one more question? Because time will not permit us to do two questions. Should we do one more question? Yes or no? Fine. Let's do it since there is no response. Okay, I guess the chat is disabled and there is no, okay, fine. Let's not do it, but then I'll give you a task. Make sure you do it tomorrow, or else we'll do it this one tomorrow and then we'll go with the next part. So maybe you are given an array. You need to find the largest and the smallest element in the array. So your array would be of nums. So I should put it here an integer type of array. So you have maybe numbers like 529160163. So you have this number, and your goal is to find the smallest. It is 1 and largest is equals to 9 from the array. So that's it. So you need to find and return smallest and largest number from the array. Fine. Is the question understood, students? Any doubts in questions? So if there's any doubt, you can ask me, or else you can do the question right now, or maybe tomorrow. It's your choice. We still have 5 more minutes. I give you time. If you want, you can do it now also. So anyone any doubts in the question, students? If you have any doubts, you can ask me, or else this is the question. And if possible, try to do it now, or else take it as a homework since we have coded a lot. Tomorrow we'll be moving to more complex questions. Fine. So students, if there are no doubts, please fill up the attendance. Take this question as your assignment. And tomorrow we'll be moving with the more hard questions on DSA, maybe somewhat theory and then practical part. So if there are any doubts, you can ask me. If there are no doubts, we can end the session. You can fill the attendance sheet and you can leave the sessions if you want. We are done for the day. If there are doubts, please feel free to ask. Anyone, any doubts? Okay, so we can end the session. Thank you, everyone. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sani,
thank you, sir. Good night.
yeah,
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you for joining.
fine. Thank you. Sania, you want to ask anything? Yes, Sania, do you want to ask anything, dear? You were
Today
raising hand.
attendance of
Fine, then we can end the session. Thank